Rape gangs did not operate in the shadows, but with the active and passive consent of the British state. Every institution existed to protect children, instead enabled the gangs. Police forces across England and Scotland discouraged reporting, criminalized victims, destroyed evidence, and allowed known rapists to walk free on bail, and in some cases actively participated in or shielded the networks. Social care removed parental authority, placed children in trafficking hubs inside children's homes, and in semi-independent units, closed cases despite clear evidence of exploitation, destroyed records, and retaliated against whistleblowers. The NHS recorded genital injuries, multiple STIs in 13-year-olds, pregnancies caused by rapes, and suicide attempts, yet discharged the children back to their abusers the same night without safeguarding or trauma care. Schools watched older men collect girls at the gate, heard disclosures of rape in toilets, and excluded the victims rather than protecting them. Social media platforms became the primary tools for the initial grooming, distribution of rape videos, and coordination between perpetrators. It actively obstructed justice, suppressed ethnicity data, voted against a proper national inquiry, and sacrificed tens of thousands of white working-class girls to the that's what I said, to the altar of multiculturalism and electoral arithmetic. The state recorded the injuries, the STIs, the pregnancies, and the disclosures, yet chose votes, so-called community relations, and fear of racism accusations over the protection of British children. Whistleblowers who tried to expose the truth, such as a social worker, Caven Vines, Tommy Robinson, and countless other protective parents, were suspended, bankrupted, subjected to dawn raids, asset freezing, and gagging orders. The rule of law failed, and racial and religious aggravation almost never applied to the few that were convicted. National offenders were rarely deported, and sentences bore no relation to the lifetime of destruction that was inflicted. This inquiry has heard the testimony, it has seen the documents, and it has recorded the names of the officers, social workers, counselors, ministers, and institutions that failed. The evidence is now overwhelming and refutable. The rape gangs did not operate in the shadows, but with the active and passive consent of the British state. The betrayal was total. The evidence presented this inquiry by victims and whistleblowers demonstrates beyond a reasonable doubt that the rape gangs operated with either the active or passive consent of public authorities. More or less, every institution failed. The state knew the patterns, recorded them, and then often destroyed the evidence of harm and chose political convenience over child protection. Only then can the British state begin to make up for its profound betrayal of hundreds of thousands of British children.